Welcome to episode 3 of the List Bloggers 2.0. I'm Jack, this is Jez. So, Jerry, how's exam week been so far?
Yeah, it's been quite the opposite compared to you. I'm sure you're hating it, even though you've got probably less than me. You've got 3 or 6, but then at the same time, doing exams in person is a bit of a pain. Like you have to go to school. Um, like if you've got 2 exams on, you have to stay at school pretty much. So that's a bit of a pain. But it's a lot easier doing exams at school on paper. Um, what about yourself? How are you finding it online? I'd hate it online, mate.
Well, for my English exam, it was like, the 2 hour, we had to do 2 hour writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first like 1 hour, I was like blitzing through, I was like flying, it was like the best. And then the second hour, we had to do the analytical writing.
APA,
And
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know why, but I just found it like, yeah, it was just like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like, I didn't do as good of writing as I probably wanted to, but
Yeah.
I guess who cares?
Did you run out of time or like what did you find difficult?
Well, I know I wrote everything down. Like I got everything down for the analytical. I didn't write the conclusion. I didn't have enough time, but
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
don't think the conclusion even matters.
Yeah, I can tell you in year 11 when you're doing an APA, there's no conclusion. So it's an intro, then 4 body paragraphs. So yeah, interesting. I don't know why they make you do a conclusion in year 10. It's pointless. Yeah. I guess we'll move on now. People are probably bored about us ranting on about exams. Let's move on to the free results now for round 12. Obviously it's a bye round, so there's less games. So first of all, on I think it was Friday night, the D's sent a statement by defeating the Lions by 22 to cement top of the table and ending Brisbane's 7-game winning streak. So what are your thoughts on that, Jack, considering last week you were saying Brisbane were the contenders, mate?
Yeah, well, I reckon every good team's gonna have that one loss, as we've talked about in the previous show. Brisbane, they they do so well in the normal season, and then they just do what they did against Melbourne this week in the finals. But yeah, I reckon they can still win it.
Still win it? All right, you're gonna keep
Yeah.
backing the Lions. I reckon Melbourne is gonna make the granny this year. I don't know about winning it, but they're gonna make the granny, so that's my big call. Um, all right, let's move on to what was the next game. So the Swans beat the Saints by 9 points with Jack Higgins from the Saints costing a game with 1 goal 6. What are your thoughts on pretty much like Max King and the Saints bloody goal kicking woes?
Yeah, I reckon Max King's a great player. He just can't kick in front of goals. I think that's just a problem, but I'd rather like someone who's like a really good prospect that can't kick than a really bad prospect who can kick. Because goal kicking is something you can improve on. Well, like intensity, like already know. I guess you can't really like teach it.
True, true, true. But like the professional players, how are you gonna like score 1 goal 6? And some of the kicks were from 20 meters out. I reckon we could have snagged that. So yeah, it's pretty embarrassing for them. But those crucial misses, they could have been in the top 8 if they didn't like, choke those. But, um, anyway, the Pies came back with a win by 5 points over Crows. Jamie Elliott, mate, kicked 6 goals, so that was good. Quickly skip through that. Let's discuss Dreamtime in Perth. Obviously, you're a Bombers fan, and the Tigers. I was watching it. The Bombers came back at the start of the last quarter. It was exhilarating footy. Then the Tigers just ran away in the last term to win by 39 points. So, what are your thoughts on that, Shizzy? Disappointing.
Yeah, we came back. I was up and about. The whole Shears family was screaming, yelling. As soon as we came back, I'm actually gonna be honest. I thought we won. I thought
Yeah.
we've won, but then Shea Bolton,
Oh
he
God.
literally stabbed my heart with a knife. I think if they went like 2 goals in front, and I just turned off the
Yeah.
TV. I didn't want to watch anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. And what's that? What's his name? Andy McGrath. Yeah, he's done a PCL, so he's gone for pretty much till
Yeah, it's like 8 to 12 weeks.
So that's a whole season pretty much. He's done. Pretty sad. I like what's his name, Darcy Parish. He's a very good player. I reckon him in a few years is going to be very dangerous.
Yeah. I think I think he got like most disposals for Essendon, like the leading disposal person like
Yeah,
that.
something like that. Yeah,
That yeah.
yeah. And then next game was Blues v Eagles. That was pretty boring, so we'll skip that. And Freo v Dogs. The Dogs won quite easily, so we'll skip that as well. Jack, do you want to talk us through the NBA playoffs, mate?
Yeah, so the NBA playoffs are heating up. The Clippers won a tight series in 4-3 against the Mavs. The super team Nets currently leading Bucks by 1-0. Jerry, your Philly team are down 1-0 against Trae Young's Hawks. The Suns versus Nuggets and Jazz versus Clippers are in the semis. And quickly, what are your thoughts on the Lakers losing and LeBron not making finals?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the Lakers would get through, but obviously the Suns, mate. Devin Booker is killing it, man, and CP3 down there. There's a few others, but the Suns, I reckon they're gonna cause some huge upsets because they got the Nuggets next. They'll probably get through that as well. Yeah, I reckon they might be in a chance this year, like one of the underdogs. But LeBron not making the finals, I reckon a few more years he's done. Like he honestly, after that injury he had this year, he looks slow. He looks different. People are probably going to criticize me, but I reckon he's dying off, man. He's dying off. What do you reckon, Jack? He's slowing down here.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you seen that video of like there's like I don't know, like 3 minutes remaining and LeBron's like he's just like walking back. So it's like
Yeah,
walking back in defense. Yeah, it was like really sluggish, which is not very good signs for like one of the best in the sport.
yeah, true. But he's like 30, 37 maybe. So give him a few more years and he's done, man. All good things have to come to an end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we have to update our viewers on COVID in Melbourne. Obviously, we're living in Melbourne. Currently, there are roughly 83 cases in Melbourne now. This lockdown is bound to get extended, I reckon. Um, I'm just using it to improve, like studying for exams. I'm sure Jack's doing the same, and also having a bit of fun in the PlayStation, stuff like that. But what do you reckon, Jack? Do you reckon Thursday we're going to be back at school like soon enough, or is it going to be extended for a few more weeks?
No, I reckon we won't go back at school. I reckon like term 3 and we'll get back. It's like what is it? I think it was it was like 11 new cases we got.
Yeah. Alrighty, next topic is Roland Garros, which is the French Open tennis, which has been happening over the past few days. So my favorite, obviously, Roger Federer made the fourth round at the age of 39. Um, Even though it's not his best surface, he decided to withdraw to save his body for his favorite tournament, Wimbledon. And it also caused a lot of backlash with the media and tennis fans. But he's 39, so what are your thoughts on this, Jack?
Yeah, well, I don't really watch tennis, but there's only one tennis player I watch, and that's Nick Kyrgios. But yeah, Roger Federer. I know. I always want to see like the superstars in the big competitions. So yeah, I reckon it's a good move.
Good move, yeah. Fair enough. You want to talk to us about the boxing now, mate? Big headlines.
Yeah. So yesterday I watched Logan Paul versus Mayweather illegally.
Same here.
So I can talk to you about it. What were your thoughts about the game or about the fight, as I should say?
Yeah. I don't know. I reckon I was watching it. I expected like a first round KO or second round KO from one of them. It looked like Logan could have KO'd him at the very start. Then it looked like Floyd would do it. But then literally both of them were fucking hugging each other. The whole time, like grappling. It was the most like boringest fight ever. And the fact that so many people in the US with COVID restrictions watched it in the arena, Jack. You saw how many thousands there were. And also like both of them pocketing like $100 million for that shit is unbelievable. So, yeah, and Floyd's so old now. Like I didn't expect much, but he should have at least. I reckon probably knocked Logan because he looked tired. What about yourself, mate? What are your thoughts on the disappointing fight?
Yeah, yeah. I was watching the fight with like Andrew and his son on the PS4 party,
Yeah,
and yeah, and I said to like Andrew, like, the America still have COVID? Because like looking at the stadium, it didn't even look like they had COVID. It was just a jam-packed arena with no. I didn't see anyone with masks. It's
yeah,
kind of like,
no masks
what are
either,
you
bro.
doing in America?
That's so
Yeah,
fucked down there. Yeah, it's pretty funny because like look at us. We're in this lockdown with around about like 80 cases compared to them with hundreds and thousands, without wearing masks. So in a confined area as well. Yeah,
mm. Yeah. So oh yeah, and I just want to touch on
yeah, go for it.
yeah, after the fight,
Yeah,
yeah, I thought like I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm so excited. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? And then they just called it like a draw. Like they said that it was just a what was going on there? Like I literally that I didn't even know it was like what was it? It was like a charity match thing, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty sure Floyd won on most hits on Logan because after round two, Logan did nothing. Yeah, so Floyd like got like some body punches and all that, so he won off that. But like, I'd rather see boxing where someone gets knocked out. There's the entertainment, man. But like today was, or yesterday was just so dead, man.
Yeah. All right. So if you made it this far today, mate, I've done Italian in the past. Grazie, mate. So please follow us on Instagram at Let's Close 2.0. Give us a review on Apple Podcasts and send in your questions. We're out.